Pattaya City Expats Club is a non-profit social organisation and our speakers are volunteers. The club as such assumes no responsibility or liability for the professional reputation of or the quality of services provided by the speaker today.
Jason, who's going to be giving a talk, has on travel vlogging. He's got 680,000 followers. Oh my God. So, and he was just telling me that he turns down people all the time that want him to do, podcasts and stuff. And I'm like the first person he's ever said yes to, because I am a very hard person to say no to, okay? No, he's a very good guy. And so you'll get a little bit of an insight to his travel vlogging. It's amazing. You can get tens of thousands of people watching you get a shave in Thailand or something. It's amazing what travel vloggers do. Now, I've just given you a hype up about your YouTube channel already. I was exposed, is that the right word? To Pattaya Championship Wrestling at a party at Jason's place. Apparently it's a standard thing when you have a Thai kid with your wife that you have wrestling on the 1-year-old birthday party thing. That's now pretty standard, I think. Yeah. So handing over to one of the most famous people I know in Pattaya, Jason.
Oh, thank you, Rena. Thank you. Better we give a round of applause for Ren for doing this for like 8 years. Well done. I'm really here because I admire him so much for doing this and for serving the expat community like this. It's really admirable. I admire you so much. Yeah. Okay, so I'm Jason Rupp. I'm kind of winging it here to talk to you guys. I'm not a public speaker. I'm a YouTuber. So I'm used to talking to a lens and then just like commenting to people, So, I'm...
There's a lens there you can talk to them.
I don't think that helps because I have all these eyes on me. But anyway, my name's Jason Rupp. Oh, there we go, Jason Rupp. Has anybody seen my videos? I'm curious. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's very nice. Thank you, everybody, for watching. That gives me an idea on how to. Thank you, on how to talk to y'all. So, I got my start here. Oh, so I first came to Thailand 25 years ago as a little backpacker, and I'd stay in like $1, $2 kind of places, and I just loved it, and I saw how my dollar could get me, more fun than where I am back in US, at that time, and so it kind of changed my life that I wanted more of that. So I guess so my life after that was kind of based around saving money so I could travel and ideally go around Southeast Asia more. And I first loved Indonesia the most, really. But then I loved Thailand because I first went to Bangkok, and I think Bangkok's not a for me in those days when there wasn't even a SkyTrain at that time. They were just building it, and so it was kind of a turnoff. It was hard to get anywhere. Traffic, it would take like an hour to get to Chatuchak or something from Sukhumvit. It was just madness, and it was really overwhelming. But then I started to love Thailand, and so I've been spending probably half my life here since then. So I got my start here in Thailand. I was an actor in Bangkok doing all these TV shows. I did a lot of Thai Lakorns, which is a Thai TV show. I did movies. I did the movies would Hollywood movies would come over. There's Thai movies. There's Indian movies. I do all that stuff, and I'd take the morning bus to Bangkok and do all that. It was so exhausting. But then I got into Pattaya channel and Inspires. Anybody remember Pattaya channel and Inspire? Okay, well, more people remember that. Well, fortunately, that's gone, and it was a really good time. There was Dan Cheeseman at the top. There was his co-owner. and then there was anybody remember Martin Carlisle? And Martin, now he's doing the Nick NDTVI show. But anyway, I was one of the presenters on that TV show, and I think it kind of laid the foundation to get me ready for camera. Martin just liked me, and one of my friends, Chris, was the editor at the channel, and so Martin, they just liked Jason, and they put me up there in the studio and taught me how to talk to the camera and how to read the teleprompter and to not overact, because it's easy to overact when you get on camera, and especially when I was doing acting in Bangkok and all these Thai TV shows, and they want you to overact. If you overact, well, then they actually give you a better part. Like I just arrived to the Thai TV show, and they see me as an extra, and I'm really acting really well. Oh, then they put me right up there and they give me lines because you're overacting. So I was overacting, and he just taught me, Jason, just calm down. Talk to the lens like you talk to me, not like make a show. And so that was hard, but I learned that because he kept nailing it into me. But I think that helped me with to make YouTube videos, because in the beginning of when I was making YouTube videos around the same time, it was definitely a lot of overacting in my YouTube videos, and but I think they were fun, but not real. So then I just started talking to the camera and being just being casual and stuff, and talk to friends, and so I think that really helped out. I started to make these YouTube videos about just going to eat, going to some tourist attraction, whatever. I wanted to make a travel kind of a vlog channel, and I did that. I got some real hit videos out of making unique stuff. So my first viral video, which was when I was at Pattaya channel, Inspire, I went to Yanhi Hospital, and I did this, I videoed my colonic. I know, that's crazy, right? But I'm so I'm like videoing it, like, and I'm videoing myself along with my girlfriend at the time, and which made it even more weird because she was not into it, which anybody could, and she was so real. She wasn't overacting like I could be. And so, but the video just got like 5,000 views, 10,000. It kind of stopped at 15,000 views, which was a lot at the time, you know. But then 9 months later, it took on a life of its own, and it zoomed up to 1 million views, and then it's like 1.5 million now, I think. So that was my first taste of viral video, and I thought, well, that was pretty awesome. Wow, maybe I could do this again. So I keep trying. Well, I did go back to the colonic and did it again with a friend, and that was a. Don't look that one up. Don't look the second one up, because what we did was me and a friend who lives out in the outback in Australia. We decided to make up characters, and we went into the Yanhi Hospital as cowboys, with cowboy hats. He acted like an Aussie cowboy, and I acted like an American cowboy, and we were doing I wanted to call it the Bangkok Cowboy Colonic, and it got like 20,000 views, and it got demonetized. So that's understandable, because I went too far on that one. But and then my second, so I was just keep making all these fun videos, but then my second real big main viral video was I had an overnight in Istanbul, and it's always been my thing that I'd like to get a haircut when I travel, and I would save up my haircut, my hair, so I could get a haircut when I travel. Partly because I'm from New York City, and it's so expensive in New York to do anything, right? And so I when you travel anywhere outside of New York, it's going to be cheaper. So I get my haircut. You know, when I went to Europe, it was definitely cheaper than New York, you know, or travel to Asia or wherever. And so I did this. So Mom and I were in Istanbul. It was an overnight. That's all it was. It was like 20 hours, and we're ready to go to sleep. But then it's like 1:30 in the morning, and I was thinking, we're in the center of Istanbul, Taksim. Anybody been to Istanbul? Because then you'll understand how active it is there. All right, you know Istanbul. And so I decided, okay, I'm going to go out. So I said, Mom, you stay back in the Airbnb. And I went out and I found a barber. They have 24-hour barbers there. And so I went into one, and it's 2 a.m. And I said, oh, can I get a haircut? How much is it? So I asked the price, and it was 40 lira at the time. And I remember, but everybody in the comment section of the video said I overpaid by twice or triple for that or something at the time. But it seemed fine for me at the time. And so I sat down and I ordered that haircut, which took all of about 1 minute. 1 minute. Can you believe that? He just buzzed me, just boom, 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 and then it immediately went on to all the extras, which is what you'd kind of, if anybody's been to Istanbul, then you'll know to expect that there's going to be some kind of attempt to get you on more money, right? But I was just really enjoying it. He lit my ears on fire. They take a lighter and they light your ears like for a second just to sizzle all the hairs. And then he did crazy facials. He did all that, like a steam. He put me under a cape. He did all this crazy stuff for like 45 minutes. The haircut was only a minute, including the I could have asked him for that, and he probably would have done it and charged me $100. But I just let him keep going on with that because actually I was just enjoying it, and I was making a video of it. But he didn't think anything of it. He didn't care at all. He was just doing the standard tourist kind of haircut and upsell. But I already agreed to a haircut. I only agreed to a haircut and only 40. So I could have just. So at the end, then I asked, how much is it? Which is supposed to be 40, but no, it's like 10 times that, you know. And so then I just looked at him and I said, come on. And then immediately the price went down and I just paid for it. But that turned out to be a really big viral video. Especially it went viral in Turkey because the locals were really upset that they were scamming a tourist. And it just went way viral. It even went so far. Oh, but in that video I mentioned I met some Kurdish people at the very end of the video, and I didn't even know the situation back then. And I said, and in the video I said, oh, and I just met some people from Kurdistan. Well, that's a bad word in Turkey. Never say that in Turkey. People get really angry, and it's offensive because it means it's like a breakaway kind of state that they want to have their own land. And so the Turkish government really hates that. So actually, then the Turkish government blocked my video. Can you believe that? They blocked it just because of saying the word Kurdistan. Anyway, that was my second viral video because that's 2 million views. So then I realized that I really liked making these kind of videos, and I decided I'm gonna do videos anywhere between those two, anywhere from a haircut to a colonic and travel and do that. So that's what I do. I do these haircuts, facials. I did crazy therapies like leech therapy on my face, skin scraping, cupping, really fun stuff, really unique things. If you look up Jason Rupp, you might enjoy it, and it'll relax you. But people, so I'm making these videos to showcase unique experiences around the world, and video experiences. But people also like to use my videos to relax. So they especially like to watch the videos on the TV and just kind of zone out and immerse themselves into this unique experiences that I'm doing. What else can I say? Ren, anything to tell me about? Well, recent viral video. Oh, okay. One of them was when I went to Czech Republic and I visited a Tunisian barber. That's the biggest viral video lately, I would say, in the last year, because that went up to 5 million views. And that one was also a haircut, actually, that went way too far, that I didn't expect. And so that turned out to be an interesting one, and I didn't expect that. So to help with these unexpected situations, I often carry around my equipment. So I'm very careful to have very compact equipment, which is really important for a vlogger, I think. some people carry around a heavy backpack with heavy equipment. I don't do that. I feel like convenience is more important, because otherwise I wouldn't have that content if I was carrying around that heavy equipment, because I wouldn't carry it around everywhere then. But my vlog bag has a stick, and I have a light. I have a Samsung AirTag, so I can find it if I lose it, that bag. And I have a charger, and you know, I video a lot with my phone. I could video with a nice SLR camera that I have at home, but I just don't like carrying heavy things around. So that's why I don't. But otherwise, it's really ideal if you do, though. I wonder, has anybody ever made a YouTube video? That's interesting to see. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nice. 7. All right. Okay. Good. Yeah. Sonny's a YouTuber, and so I could answer lots of YouTube questions if anybody needs it. But anyway, it's always good to upload in 4K. That's the main thing I can tell you all. Oh, is it question time? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, does anybody have any questions? We still have the World Championship Wrestling to come, of course.
They're better than me.
Oh, and Tall George is on a cruise, doing a vlog, probably.
Oh.
Hi, I was just interested in cupping. What's your opinion of cupping? I've never had it done.
Oh, see, these are great questions, because I know all about these things. I think the cupping is really, really helpful. It helps to promote blood circulation, and they can also pinpoint where it's needed, so that they put that cupping exactly where they think it's needed on a muscle or spot that needs it. I absolutely believe in it. I also believe in the guasa, which is a skin scraping treatment, and the reason is because your body can get these kind of clots in the, like for example, when you go for a Thai massage, you remember sometimes they tell you there's some knots, and then they spend more time on it to get it out, right? Well, they can also get it out with skin scraping. So I've had that with using a buffalo horn or using a coin. Indonesians will use a big coin. Chinese or there's also buffalo horns, or there's also special skin scraping tools that you could also buy that the
they call it
Timu likes to sell or something.
Traditionally, it was called coining in China.
Oh,
and they
coining.
used coin.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, no, the cupping and coining is really powerful, and they're very, very popular in Myanmar. The coining, or it can be called spooning, because spoons are good too. I do it on myself. You got some locked up, stiff, painful muscle. You can do it on yourself. A little bit of, say, moisturizer. You can self-spoon and stuff.
And also interesting is the scraping to get your dead skin off, which is very popular in Turkey. You know, you go to these hammams and Turkish saunas. You pay like another $5-10, and a guy will just scrub you down. I have a whole bunch of videos on that. So most of my viewers are men, but I guess it's just because I'm a man and I'm doing these kind of manly kind of activities. 85% men. So I have a lot of men viewers. So I can definitely answer a lot of these questions on those things.
Did the Turkish barber try to charge you originally? 40 lei, you said?
It wasn't that much anyway. I think it was less, $45 maybe in the beginning maybe, and then he went down to like he went down quickly to like I think it was 37 or something like that, or 40 or something. And I just quickly said, okay, that's fine, because I just loved it.
Originally it was 4, and then he like upsold you from there.
Well, 40 lira. So that, I think that was just like $5 at the most, which was a deal. But I guess it was supposed to be half that or even less at that time. But inflation's crazy in Turkey, but nothing's that cheap in Turkey now.
Hi, Jason. My name's Cal. I have
Hi,
a
Cal.
question for your time management. How many vlogs are you putting out a week, and how much time do you spend on average editing each vlog?
Well, that all depends on how long the video is, and how quickly I can get it out because of that, how long it is. Because I have out like I've had some videos 2.5 hours, and then some are just 5 minutes. So it's hard to say. So I can tell you guys that it doesn't matter about how long your video is. You can make it as short or as long as it needs to be. So don't think it has to be at like 15 minutes is the sweet spot or something like that. It's not the case. But anyway, I try to get a video out as much as I can. So that's also kind of a problem because I don't dedicate time solely to the working hours. So I end up working too much. I'm just always wanting to work on these videos. So I put out I think like 25 videos in December. And the reason is because in December, the ad money is the highest. And then January, it drops to like dramatically, just drops way down. So in January, I put out only a couple of videos, but December was a lot. So that what I'm trying to say is that you don't have to have any schedule with YouTube. You just put out whenever you want to. Schedule does not matter, in my opinion, because it's not a TV channel, and nobody has to watch it live when you put it out. Also, I get a lot of people that think that I'm at the place where I upload a video, and that's normally never the situation, because it takes time to edit a video, and a lot of people don't understand that. So, a follow-up question? Okay. Okay, so that again is a hard question to answer because it depends on the length of the video. So it could take me an hour to edit a video, or it could take me 3-4 days to edit a video. That's just a really hard question to answer. But at this point, I've gotten quick to edit videos, and so it takes me a lot less than most people would, I think, because I'm just really fast at it. But I don't trust anybody else to edit my videos yet, so I've never ever hired an editor, and I have over 1,300 videos on my channel. And so I'm getting a little overworked, so I don't know where that'll end, but I'm working too hard at it.
Yeah, I'm using TikTok for my videos. This week I had reached 1,000. After 2 years, I finally reached 1,000 viewers. Which,
well done, well done.
Well, and I'd like to say that 90% of those are women, or maybe even 95%, so we have the opposite. But my videos are mostly around Pattaya, just same thing as you, just something that's
nice.
interesting. For me, if I have my watch fixed, I'll make a video of it, just something. And most of them I'm trying to keep them down to 60 seconds, because I feel that most people don't want to watch. It's hard to keep their viewing span or whatever for more than 1 minute. So anyway, that's what I've been doing.
Congratulations. I think that's fantastic. I'm also doing TikTok, but TikTok doesn't make me any money, so
yeah, that's the problem.
But we enjoy it. I mean, but I could recommend that TikTok doesn't pay. They pay U.S. creators only if a video is over 1 minute. And so that means that TikTok actually prefers that, if they're willing to pay for that, So you may want to make it like 90 seconds, just in the idea that maybe TikTok prefers that, because they only pay for over 1 minute to the creators that they do pay, which means that they're trying to encourage that. I also want to say that most of my videos are in Thailand, like at least around half of them, and then most of those are in Pattaya. And I'm showing Pattaya in a really good light. Thank you, because I love Pattaya, and that's even why I'm on the stage, because I love Pattaya and I love all the expats and what Ren's doing and everything. So I'm not showing any kind of bar kind of situations or bar fine or hooker kind of situations. None of that. Go-go bars. None of that. I just leave that to other YouTubers because they're covering that really well, aren't they? So I don't cover any of that stuff. I cover all the kind of hardworking people that are in the barbershops or massage shops or therapies or street foods and things like that. So I try to cover, because I know I have a really big reach with 680,000 subscribers and 350 million views on YouTube. I know it's a lot of power, and so I try to boost the small business and little guy, because it makes me feel good, and I get nothing out of it except, well, I get some ad money, but but I could get ad money anywhere, but it just makes me feel good because I'm supporting the place that I love to be.
And your mother's been very instrumental in your travel and been with you a lot on your travels.
Yeah,
yes?
Mama, stand up.
Yeah, stand up, Carla.
Carla, stand up.
Yeah.
Carla, stand up. So this is my mom, and I take her most places I go, and she's my co-producer.
Oh, thank you. I'm Carla Marie Rupp. I was born in Wichita, Kansas, grew up on a farm, and raised Jason as a single mom in New York City. And I'm just so lucky to be able to have all these experiences because of his YouTube channel and meet all these characters from young to old, and you know, all these wonderful people that I've gone to barber shops and massage shops, and sometimes he makes sure I get a manicure or a pedicure, and he's so funny. Sometimes he lets his toenails grow so long so he can just make a video of it, you know, a pedicure.
You have no idea.
And he's had all these characters, and I never got to meet Nin Barber, and now she's disappeared. All these characters that you've you know, met through all these YouTube videos. I'm really happy that I'm the mom of Jason Rupp.
I'm proud of you. Thank you, Mom.
And now you've just got to send it to a course in video editing. Is that the goal?
I really could use some help, yeah. I really could use some help. There's earlier, before the pandemic, did anybody ever learn about Nin Barber? Anybody? 1, 2. All right, well, there's a ladyboy barber that I discovered, and that was a couple years before the pandemic started. And it just looked like you just walk by and it just looks like another Pattaya thing, you know. There's a ladyboy barber and that's nothing. But then I look back and no, that's something special. She's a very pretty girl, and she's a barber and she owns the barber shop. So I just kept going back to her, and we made over 30 videos, and we even did a haircut on the beach in South Pattaya Beach, and that video got about 5 million views, and that was kind of an epic video that has so much great memories. And because of that, she had all of a sudden, she didn't even have Instagram. I told her, please make Instagram, because I wanted her to benefit. She got lots of customers, but I wanted her to benefit even more by having a social media that can blow up. And it did. It went way over 10,000 views, 10,000 followers really fast, because all these guys were just fascinated by her, and they fell in love with her. Well, one guy took her to UK, and she never came back. So, so I couldn't make videos with her again. But that changed her life, and I'm happy when my videos can change somebody's life for the better. And that's all I want to do is and if anybody doesn't want to make a video with me, I never never even ask twice, because I don't want anything negative for them, because they know what's good for them. And so, but I'm really happy when it changes people's lives and showcases them and gives them a boost that they would have never otherwise have gotten. So she really became really famous from that. But now doesn't have a social media at all, because her husband is jealous or something. I don't know, but that's fine. I'm more of it here.
You're American, and I heard a story that nowadays are many Russian in Thailand, young Russian, and it seems that they make many vloggers. And are the Thai also making, or not so much? Do you also look at other nationalities, that you know what kind of nationality is mostly vlogging?
Oh, who were the main vloggers of Pattaya?
Yeah,
and
I
where
heard
they're
that
from?
many Russian do nowadays.
You know, actually, there's vloggers from all over the world here now. It's not only Americans. There's especially a lot of Chinese vlogging and live streaming all over Pattaya. There's definitely Russians, and it's actually everybody. Of course, there's always a lot of American vloggers, right? But I would say not quite that many that come to Pattaya, because you know the typical reputation that Pattaya has. I would say the typical travel YouTuber skips Pattaya. Unfortunately, that's the way it is.
They go Pai.
And they go to Pai, or they go to Phuket, or or wherever. Yeah, they just think Pattaya is the place to avoid. But I'm trying my best to show it in a good light, and it's definitely made a difference because when I started making these what I call Jason Rupp travel and pamper, when I started making those videos, nobody else was making those here. They were only covering nightlife and bar girls and things like that. But I covered the pampering situations, and now it's become kind of a thing now to come to Pattaya and rejuvenate yourself, which is what we can all do here. And I encourage everybody to remember to rejuvenate yourself. Go for massages here; they're so cheap, right? Go for those facials and whatever they have here. It's going to help you. Definitely get those massages, because I do believe getting those knots out will help to boost you and keep and boost your longevity and prevent cancer and all these things by getting the blood circulation. More questions if you have.
Now, boost your circulation by giving Jason a big round of applause.
Thank you.
We have a small token of our appreciation.
Whoa, look at that.